Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Okay, so let's get rock and rolling with our awesome guest. We have a new spin for you. We always love throwing something different at you because we don't want you getting bored with us every Saturday. Again, every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So we have a young entrepreneur on the show today, and I'm very excited because I actually know this young gentleman, and we actually have a common bond together that has brought us together. But I learned so much more with our guest. His name is Taylor Kellstrom, and he's a 25-year-old entrepreneur, and I mean entrepreneur in the biggest way. This is not somebody who just says, hey, someday I want to be I want to be a chemist or an astronaut. This kid has put his feet to the grindstone and built businesses, and he's also benefiting our community. So I'm going to give you a little bio, and then we'll bring Taylor Kellstrom in. Basically, he's like I said, a young entrepreneur and a philanthropist, but he's also started his own business. I'll let him go into more of it, called the SCV Book Exchange. It's a valid, huge business that rock and rolls with College of the Canes out here and so much more. But he's also jumped into being a philanthropist with Bowling for Kids for the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. We're going to go into more about that. How about this? Taylor's nominated in 2013, 14, and 15 for Santa Clarita Valley Man of the Year for his business and philanthropy work and his unique direction to helping being one of the youngest men or young men nominated for this prestigious award. We are so proud to have you on our show, Taylor. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, you know what happens when you get nominated in 2013, 2014, 2015, probably 16, 17, or however long it takes, but you're winning that award, bud.
Hopefully, one day.
You were just nominated also for the 40 Under 40 award in 2013. I mean, you're on fire, man.
I'm just trying to do the best I can, you know, for the community and for my business.
All right, so let's talk about that. I mean, we know, and the reason I brought Taylor on is we have a common bond in an industry, or I should say a sport, that takes no prisoners. To be a professional motocross racer, you have to be 100,000,000% committed. You don't get to be a top professional in any sport. We'll just say any sport. We just happen to do both race professional motocross at a very high level, one of the highest levels in that sport. And you don't get there unless you commit everything. We're talking training, no drinking, no drugs, no nothing, fully committing to just that sport to be the best you can. And Taylor, you got to a pretty high level at that, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, I've been doing it since I was 9 years old, and I went professional at 17. And my career lasted 2 years. I retired at 19, just from too many injuries. But like you said, it's a grind every day. But the good news about that is it teaches you a lot of discipline, and which carries over into anything that you do in life, especially in business. In order to be successful and to be a successful entrepreneur, you're going to need to be disciplined. There's going to be days where you want to go hang out with your girlfriend or not, but you got to go into work and do the dirty stuff. That's just what's carried over from motocross.
Yeah, you know what's good for me, too, is I started my own business when I was 19, thanks to many, many years working with my dad. And, you know, this is a great example, and I talk about this all the time, Don, is that, you know, college is not for everybody. That's not the direction and the path that everybody needs to take necessarily to be successful. And you could start really early. You know, you get a jump on all your friends and family.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because now, you know, think about it. At 19, you'll have 10 years into your business or something like that.
Well, you're doing both.
Well,
you're
yeah,
still going to school.
It's kind of a funny story. I wasn't even planning on retiring from racing. I had my second knee injury, and I was out for 9 months. So I was like, you know what? I'm on crutches. I'm just going to go to school a semester. I couldn't do anything, and I'm not into video games. So I went to school for a semester.
He's the one.
Yeah, I know, kidding. I know,
I'm the one.
I'm the other.
So I went to COC for a semester, and I kind of picked up what the on-campus bookstore was doing. I went over to my dad and was like, hey, I got a great idea. He said, that's cool. Show me on paper. So I had to put a business plan together, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And you learn along the way, and I presented it to him. He said, cool, I'll get you half the money, but you got to go find the rest. So I went out, and I found the rest from investors and stuff, and I started the SCV Book Exchange and started making more money doing that than racing. So I gave up the racing thing, and I dropped out of school, you know, to run the business. But last year,
it hasn't broken any bones, but I bet.
Yeah, not since. Thank you. You know,
You could have one of those things where you're carrying all these books down the stairs, and it could happen.
I did.
Motocross is a better story when you do get hurt, though.
That's
sure.
true. I broke my kneecap a year and a half ago on a trampoline, so it's not even a cool story. But yeah, you know, it's a great business, and I went back to COC last year and finished up my associate's degree and just got that in business marketing. And I'm currently at Arizona State University, which is all online. So I believe that no matter where you get in level of professionalism and success, you always need to learn. And even if I can just take one thing away from those classes and apply it to my business, then it's worth it. Even though I've honestly learned way more about business than just by being thrown into it than I ever did in
you
school.
do. Yeah,
School
it's
hard
called
knocks.
experience.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Don and I always talk about that, though. We do learn tremendously from our coaches, and that's
Yep.
where we lean on for education is coaching.
Well,
Yes.
we'll go into the. Hopefully, you tune in. We're here with Taylor Kellstrom, one of the young entrepreneurs of this value. It's really making a difference for young people all over our community here, but also for a huge charity event that he actually puts together. So we're going to go into more details. Taylor also had quite the mentor with his dad, who is one of the top real estate professionals in our town for quite some time. And we'll go into how Taylor's making a difference in our community and how you can all learn from it, or your kids can learn from it when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Don't go away. Good stuff ahead.